What the hell was this card? But let's start with the main event because what in the world was that? First of all, I'm going to be out and clear. Lerone Murphy won or that was a draw. In no word can I perceive a 4-1 Movsar Evloev. He 100% lost the second round. The first one was up in the air, but Murphy outpointed him, it felt like, and that definitely did the most damage. And in the third round, Murphy was winning the entire fight until the last 30 seconds, which, yeah, you could give that to Evloev. And you know what? I said fine. In my mind, I'm thinking they're not going to give it to Evloev. He's in Britain. They're going to give it to the British. But I'm starting to believe that Britain is so ass backwards that they're trying to prove that they're so unbiased that they're biasing the other people that are not from Britain. It feels, I don't know how else to say it. It's just like, it's like some weird form of fuckery, right? And then the third round, I could give it to Evloev. I thought it was going to be Murphy for the biases of him being in Britain, being a British. Fourth round, 100%. It was a 9-9. It should have been a 10-8, 10-9 for Evloev, but he nut shot. And I think that was a weird call to have to take a point away from him. I'm happy it happened. It should have happened. But it's weird to just point at that one and be like, yeah, that's the one we're going to take away. When we've seen much worse, like Mallet versus Holland, we've seen such worse nut shots that this one doesn't really like, I don't know. Like, I was surprised that they took a point away from Evloev. I'm happy they did. And in the back of my head, starting round 5, I'm like, oh my God, it's 2-2. It could be 2-2 going into the 5th. Lerone Murphy has to win this fight or it's a draw. In no part of my mind that I think Evloev was winning. Evloev might have won round 3. He definitely won round 4. And then he went on and win round 5. I'm thinking, fuck, dude. There's going to be no O's taken tonight. There's going to be, their streak is going to still continue. These are going to be both undefeated fighters. And then Evloev wins 49-45, whatever. 4-1 for Evloev is where? That's so stupid with the point taken away, with him definitely not winning, 100% not winning round 2. He only factually won. I'm talking about like 100% won round 4 and 5. And then round 1 is up for grabs, but that's still, I thought it was a Lerone Murphy round. I 100% thought that was a Lerone Murphy round. Now, if I watch it again, it's still going to be a Lerone Murphy round? No, I don't know. I don't remember properly. But what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that fight to begin with? First 3 rounds, Movsar Evloev does not shoot a takedown. I'm thinking, wow, okay. I'm starting to be, my conspiracy brain is going on, and I'm thinking, okay, he hasn't been in the octagon for 15 months. He might be a rusty. I'm like, that doesn't really happen in high level MMA. All right, then he must be injured. And I'm thinking, that maybe, but is that enough? And I'm thinking the third option, I'm thinking, damn, Dana White really told him, hey, don't wrestle. We're gonna give this to Gene Silva if you don't go out there and perform for us. In my mind, that's what happened. In my mind, Dana White, pretty much in a weird way told him, yo, give us a show or Gene Silva's getting this thing. He did that publicly. Gene Silva talked about how he's gonna fight the contract to fight Volkanovski later this week. So I'm going into this fight. I'm thinking Evloev is gonna, and every time, oh my God, he landed, I think he got like 5 out of 6 takedowns. Every time, look, he looked so shit in the feet. Throwing this, he's standing like a fucking guy who runs into the lunch line to order food first and then sit down to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With this rolling backpack, the wheels on his backpack. That's how he stands, like perfect posture, weird little kid. He sucks in the feet, he sucks. Alexander Volkanovski is not going to get taken down. If Lerone Murphy was not going to take him down the first 3 rounds, what the fuck is Alexander Volkov? He's not going to take it down either, right? Why was he not taking Murphy down the first 3 rounds? Why? Like, that made no sense. And then the 4th, 5th, and then probably around the 3rd, he was. And then a lot of the time, why the fuck did Lerone Murphy, his gas tank just mythically disappeared? Round 3, round 4, 100%, it was gone. He was throwing head kicks that missed. He landed on his ass, and you just saw no urgency to get up. You just saw him like, and then just like before that, and then Murphy, oh my God, Evloev is so fucking good on the floor. He's so good on the ground. That's why I thought Evloev was gonna win this. Turns out he did, but like, bullshit win. This is a fucking stupid ass win. You're not gonna convince me that he won. You're not gonna convince me that he won. He didn't win. He might have almost got, or you could almost argue that he won round 1, but even then, no, like, that's bullshit. Honestly, this should have been a draw. I'm pissed off because, like, what the fuck? I thought Lerone Murphy won that. There's a fucking gnat flying around. It's just such a weird fight. Lerone Murphy looked shit also. When he got against the cage, he would just, like, high shell, and that's what Evloev would look like. Okay, even in the last sequence in the third round, Evloev was peppering them. He landed a good punch. That's one good punch out of the whole fucking round that Laurent was doing. I think landed a spinning heel kick or something in one of the rounds. He was actually peppering him, stiff jabs, kicks to the body, like leg kicks. He was doing so much work, and then to lose the third round, just because Movsar Evloev landed a real one, like one good punch. Good, that was a good punch. That was a good punch. That was the most punch. You can convince me. But then everything after that, when he was in the cage, Laurent Murphy was in the cage, like why are you fucking, his jabs were looking shit. His head kicks were, I'm like, okay, that was a weird head kick. That 1-2 head kick where he did it so weirdly. It's like, and I think he hurt his hip or whatever. What the fuck was this fight? This fight was horrible. I'm out here watching, finally at home chilling, and I just can't stop thinking about like, oh my God, they're really gonna give it to Gene Silva because it's a draw. I still say give it to Gene Silva. Evloev did not need this fight. He won the fight. He won the fight. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Rob Laurent Murphy. I don't give a shit about him either. I'm not here being biased. I'm here telling you what I saw, and I saw Laurent Murphy win. Right? 3-2, one of those rounds. No, 2-2. He barely won. I gave it 3-2, but whatever. 2-2 going into the fifth, make one of those 9-8, 9-9 is a draw. It should have been a draw. I don't understand who gets 4-1 from this with a point taken away because Laurent Murphy got nutshotted twice in the same round. I do not see any world where that's possible. In Britain. That's what I'm saying. This shit sounds so ass bad. It's such a weird fight. Whatever. Let's move on for it. Again, why isn't Evloev shooting? I'm yelling at the TV. I'm finally be able to watch this at home, and I'm yelling at the TV. Why aren't you taking shots? Why aren't you fucking shooting? Laurent Murphy getting too overzealous with his punches leads him to getting punched. You're supposed to be the better boxer. You know he's not shooting. He hasn't been shooting. You're so, what the fuck is going on? Let me move on. Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell. This was a fresh of breath air after Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson. But holy shit, let me tell you this. I am so disappointed in Luke Riley. And Michael Aswell. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know who the fuck Michael Aswell is. I'm a casual, right? This dude, I thought he came in pressuring. I thought he was gonna be a boxer. Oh, okay. He's fucking ass. KO. Whatever. He came out there. Michael Aswell I'm talking about. And he looked good the first round. Luke Riley, slow starter. Fine. Luke Riley, I think in the end of the first round, got really into motion. But the entire time, I'm just seeing both of these guys do Juliano Pena punches. Run forward, throw like a punch or 1-2, and leave your fucking chin up in the air, exposed for God to see. It was... I want to enjoy these fight nights, but when I'm seeing this fucking mediocre shit, from like a guy who's a prospect in his own right, Luke Riley, who has a lot of momentum, a lot of fame. He's a co-main event. He was supposed to come out here and get a knockout. He barely did shit. Now, that might be because Michael Aswell is this chin. He's strong, but oh my God, just technically speaking, these guys look like buffoons out there. Just buffoons. Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson, also crazy disappointing fight. The first round, oh my God, the 180 I do in Michael Venom Page where I'm like, yo, oh my God, any moment too. Oh my God, do something. Do something, Michael. And then I see videos and people in the subreddit making conspiracies about how Michael Venom Page came out to the song, they don't like us, they don't love us or something like that. And I'm starting they're talking about how the conspiracy theory is that he kind of went out there with his training partner to spar because the UFC is not paying him $15 million. As if this isn't a generic, we've seen this fight before, Cannoneer. We saw that fight before that with the Pirate One-Eye guy, right? This is not out of the norm for Michael Venom Page. This is like when I hear people say, oh no, they like their favorite rapper. Who's a fucking good rapper? Logic. Logic dropped the shit album. Nah, don't worry. He did that on purpose because he's going to drop the next album next week. And that's going to be the good one. That's going to be a good one. I promise. That's going to be the good one. It's the same thing. Like people look at Michael Venom Page like he's still good. He is good. He doesn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight here. Maybe it's because he's not making $15 million to fight. Like the fucking boxers are. But Sam Patterson, where is the urgency? Round 2, round 3. I'm thinking in my head, oh, Michael Venom Page got the first and second round. Sam Patterson, he really needs to go for a KO. Really needs to go for a finish, a submission. He goes and fucking the most aggressive, let me put you against the fence and let me just hold you there. Yeah, I need a finish. I'm going to finish you with bear hugs and sniffing your ears and giving you little neck kisses. What the fuck was that? This has to be one of the worst fights, and we're blaming Michael Venom Page over Sam Patterson because Sam Patterson has fun fights. Sam Patterson does have a dog in him. Michael Venom Page, this is the fourth time, maybe the third time, not counting his first debut fight when he fought Kevin Holland. This is the third time he has came out here and shown that he does not want to fight. That he is just willing and able to just look at you from distance, throw 5 punches around, 1 punch a minute, to your 3 punches a minute, Sam Patterson, and just be happy to do that. Again, I go from like, oh my God, it could be a knockout any moment. Oh my God, I can't look away, to being like, holy shit, somebody throw a fucking punch. Somebody do something. I finally able to spend a day. I love these British times. I love the Abu Dhabi times fight cards because I am able to be home to watch these. I'm in the perfect time to where I wake up and then I watch these fights and then I go to work. Rather than regular times where I'm at work having to watch these fights. Why is it this fight? Why is it this card? The worst, one of the fucking weirdest cards. I'm not calling it bullshit. The Lerone Murphy versus Murphy was a good fight. It was weird, with a weird robbery, with weird tactics, weird game plans. Both of these guys get smoked by Volk. Luke Riley versus Aswell. I'm thinking, okay, this is a dog scrap, but like, can I get good punches? Can I get like proper technique, good footwork, maybe cut off the cage? And then Michael Venom Page versus Sam Patterson, just, oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Yo, Evo Aslan versus Austin Lane. I'm like, yo, I hope Austin Lane, like, people are counting him out. I think he was like a minus 800 favorite or underdog. And I'm thinking, man, Austin Lane ain't that shit. He's still a 6'6" full specimen. You know, he's still a fucking big old brolic guy. Evo Aslan just had a war with Evo Buruniski had a war with Evo Aslan. And I'm thinking, he's still kind of new to this. We don't know his power. And then he knocks him out in 13 seconds, 28 seconds, it looks like. What the fuck was that? Austin Lane needs to be cut. I think there's no argument. I don't think I'm pissing anybody off. Like, if you're an Austin Lane fan, I'm sorry. So was I. But how do you see that fight? I think he landed like 2 punches. It says 10 punches. I don't know about that math. But he landed like a good 2 punches. One in the fucking on overhead and the next one on the jaw, and then Austin Lane was dead. He's done, man. Weird, good fight, not crazy weird. This one, Roman Dolidze versus Christian Leroy Duncan. Roman Dolidze kind of just did the equivalent of butt scooting on jiu-jitsu, where he's like, let me roll for a leg, let me stay down here and get on top of me. Also, there was like this was a bit of a Beyblade fight. Both of these guys were spinning. It was fun. It was crazy. It was interesting. I think I expected more from Christian Leroy Duncan, but Roman Dolidze is a hard out. He's a hard out for anybody, if I'm being honest. He's good enough to survive, and he has a decent chin. Christian Leroy Duncan landed some nasty punches on Roman Dolidze, and Roman Dolidze looked better than usual. I think that says less about Christian Leroy Duncan. But great fight. This was a good fight. I like this fight. Curtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. I'm pretty sure Curtis came in here being the favorite. I don't remember, to be honest. This was a good fight while it lasted. Curtis Campbell kind of just won it. So, okay, the card, so much hugging against the fence. This new meta of hugging somebody against the fence just to stall time, just to catch your breath, just because you don't want to take damage is such a pussy shit. It really is. Not saying that Campbell did it like the most egregious than anybody else, but after like so many fights in the prelims where I'm like, oh come on, let's get off the cage. I'm talking about these guys, Pinto versus Mark Franco. Let's get off the cage. Let's fight. And the second he started doing that in the round 2, he got knocked out. 31 seconds into the round 2, he got knocked out. Now the knockout was a little bit weird because the whole sequence of it is that Danny Silva knocked him down 3 times. They were like closer to flash knockdowns than somebody getting wobbled. Like, they look brutal. They look nasty. But at the same time, even after the third knockdown, Curtis looked like he was recovering. Like, he was actually trying to get up. Is it a bad knockdown? Is it a bad stoppage? No, we've seen worse. We've seen stoppages for less. This lays somewhere in the middle where it's justifiable, but I would have liked to see a conclusion to it. Like, I would say Jiri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira 1 was a worse knockout stoppage than this, because Curtis Blaydes, again, went down. Flash knockdowns 3 times. And if you're the referee, you're like, all right, let's stop it. I could guarantee you, I know where this fight's going. Let's keep him safe. He's Curtis is like 23. He's young. Let's not give him CTE in his like first debut fight in the UFC. I think he had a contender fight before this, but let's like not kill him. And I don't mind the stoppage. I don't think it's anything brutal. I don't think it's anything like I don't think we need to bring our torches and rakes for the fucking judge or the referee. But it could have kept on going another like 5-10 seconds just to make sure. Especially you're a Curtis fan. Me, I don't know. He has weird posture. A lot of British people have weird posture. Apparently, Luke had weird posture. He was like this. Riley, Paddy Pimblett. Maybe it's just that camp, but it was weird. And then a lot of these I didn't get to see. Mason Jones versus Sosa. Good fight. This was phenomenal. This was a real good fight. This was a fucking BMF type shit where Jason got his face obliterated. And then to retaliate, he fucking cut up Axel Sosa's face. And it was just great. Axel Sosa, undefeated. He took his first loss. I don't think this was a bad loss. I think losing someone to Mason Jones, who is just a fucking dog, who's always exciting, who's going to bring it out of somebody, is going to teach you a lot more than you just beating cans. So I think this is great. Axel Sosa, I think he gassed out somewhere along the way and just he couldn't bring it out the mustard, But Mason Jones, holy shit, he's so fucking cool. He would get beat up and then just get ready to beat you up. This was a fucking great fight. And the entire time, one of the best things the UFC has done is give $100,000 bonuses. Because after this fight, I feel good and happy knowing that these guys got into war for a big prize. For a gift, where is this taking place in? Oh, it's London. Maybe not. But I know some places, if it's a gift, if it's a bonus like that, it can't get taxed. It can't be taxed, and it's not gonna go to your ref or judge. I mean, it's not gonna go to your coaches. So all that money goes to the fighters, which is great because one guy had a big cut here. Axel had a big cut here. Mason Jones had his face all like hematoma up. He looked like the guy from Goonies, the monster from Goonies. I forgot his name, and I'm just happy that these guys are being rewarded for having a fight, for having a war, even though like people like Michael Venom Page are crying that they're not making $15 million and then performing like that. And even if it wasn't this fight, we look at his other fight, it's not much difference. I would rather have people like Mason Jones and Axel Sosa make a good 100K. I mean, I would love for them to make 200, 300, 400K, right? Bonuses. But I'm fine with this. Like, this makes my soul feel a little bit more like cleansed. Nathaniel Wood versus Kyoto. I'm happy Kyoto lost. He's the one that missed weight for his debuting fight against Patricio Pitbull. And ever since that, and ever since I saw Losa being slimy, like backstage being like, come on, man, you got to sign it. Come on, man, I'm debuting. It's not my fault, bro. I always thought I'm like, damn, bro, that's kind of not fucking cool. I kind of don't like Lucena anymore. Like, I don't really fuck with him. So seeing him lose, it's satisfying, but to be honest, if I'm going to be honest, I did expect more from him. I think I got more than I expected, but also less than I wanted from him. He kept pushing forward, which is good to see. Nathaniel Wood is always going to be a star. He's always going to be a cool guy. I'm happy for him too, as much as I hate Lucena. I'm happy for Nathaniel Wood. But Lucena just did not show he didn't look as bad as not Pitbull, Patchy Mix or Pico, Aaron Pico. But even then, him coming in, I'm like, damn, he's not that good. But it might be just because he's Nathaniel Wood. And Nathaniel Wood was good. A lot of people calling this, the subreddit, calling this a robbery. I don't think so, to be honest. Call me crazy. Mario Pinto versus Felipe. This is the first fight I saw. Worst fight to start off the night in. Worst fight. Horrible. Like, we just saw fucking, oh my God, the heavyweights from last week. It was, what were their names? I'll pull it up right now. Was it last week? Vitor Petrino versus Steven Asplund. When we compared that to someone like this, Mario Pinto versus Franco, this fight sucked. Like, bad. It wasn't even that bad. I think this just made me start hating that clinch fighting. Like, it just pissed me off. This is the first fight I saw, and it was just one that was shit. I saw this finish. I don't know what this was. Was it unanimous decision? I saw this finish. It was like a head kick KO. It was like a head kick that went into a finish. It was good. Look, the night wasn't bad. It was just weird. I'm talking about Evloev did not win that fight. I might get hate for this. And I am biased because I hate Evloev. But I'm not like a Murphy. I'm a I'm not even a fan of Murphy. Like, I don't like I don't hate him, but I don't love him either. Like, I'm not ride or dying on this hill for Murphy. But Jesus fucking Christ, like, Mazar Evloev did not win this fight at all. I do not see I could see a 2-2 going into a draw. That's the closest I could see this fight. I cannot see 4-1 Evloev with a point deducted on 4th round for a nut shot. That's fucking blasphemy. This is the stupidest thing I've seen. I like this. That fight genuinely ruined the card. It low-key kind of ruined the card. I don't know what to say. Look, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel down below. If it was a robbery, should have gone to draw. Should Gene Silva get the next fight? Should Gene Silva fight Volk after this? Let me know down below. Besides that, have a great day. Like and subscribe. Bye.